How you doing, darling? How you getting on? Any horses running worth betting on? How's the weather down there? I hope you're keeping warm. How you feeling, sweetheart? Are you moving on? Are you sleeping okay? Or do the nights go on and on? I hope you're eating well. I hope you're staying strong. 'Cause I'm fine, then I'm not. I'm spinning round in the cornerstone. I can't do this alone. Time flies and it's so slow. I'm up and down like a yo-yo. I can't do it on my own. And I've tried and I can't pull the sword from the stone. How are your mum and dad? How's your brother too? My folks are holding up. My sister's pulling through. Both the cats say hi. I know they miss you too. Because I'm fine, then I'm not. I'm spinning round in the cornerstone. I can't do this alone. Time flies and it's so slow. I'm up and down like a yo-yo. I can't do it on my own. 'Cause I've tried and I can't pull the sword from the stone. I'm fine, and then I'm not. I'm spinning round in the cornerstone. I can't do this alone. Time flies and it's so slow. I'm up and down like a yo-yo. I can't do it on my own. See, I've tried and I can't pull the sword from the stone.
It is with great sadness that I welcome you here today, to a place where none of us thought we would be 16 days ago. We remember Alisha Schmidt, born March 12th, 1988, and left us July 10th, 2021. She was a mother, daughter, sister, granddaughter, aunt, girlfriend, and a friend to many, as you see here today. My name is Elizabeth Martin Young, and I am your celebrant. The Bible tells us that death comes like a thief in the night, and that is what we are all feeling today. Alisha has been stolen from us far too soon. Grieving her loss are her children, Dominic and Tegan, her partner Sean, her mother Julie, her father Lawrence, her grandparents Bernard and Geraldine, her sisters Ashley and Bailey, and her brother Jordan, her niece Atlee, and brand new nephew, Cash. And when I speak of Cash and I think of new babies. We've got quite a few little tiny ones here today. Please feel comfortable if those little ones make some noise. Unless they're going crazy, you don't need to go out. That is the circle of life, and that's the circle that we are seeing in this family today. A brand new baby at the time that we are dealing with loss. At this time, I'm going to invite the friend Ashley, please, to come forward and give the eulogy.
Hello everyone, I'm Ashley Dole. For those of you that don't know, I'm Alisha's best friend. I'd like to start this off by saying thank you to those who are here and who traveled to be here to celebrate Alisha's life. Alisha was born in Lethbridge, Alberta, way back on March 12, 1988. Left to mourn for her are her children Dominic and Tegan, mother Julie, father Lawrence, sisters Ashley, Logan, Bailey, Shane, and brother Jordan and Veronica. She lived in the Crow's Nest Pass for most of her childhood. With her siblings and her mom, she loved so many things in life and loved the mountains and all the friendships she gained over her childhood. She then moved to Pincher Creek with her dad, and from there a bond began like no other. Alisha was a daddy's girl through and through. She spent years by her dad's side and also worked with him at the animal rescue farm. They spent years bonding over animals and things they both loved. Lawrence was and is such a proud dad. Every milestone Alisha had in her life, her dad was always there cheering her on. She loved him so much. And watching him be a papa was one of her greatest feelings. Dominic and Tegan, your mom loved you both so much. She did absolutely everything she could to give you the life you had. She was and is so proud of how much you guys have matured. Just know that looking around this room today, your mom has touched so many lives, and all of us are here today and are here forever to support you guys. Alisha moved to Calgary in 2017 and fulfilled her time with her children, family, and friends. At the age of 29 years old, she decided to go back to school to show her children no matter how old you are, you can always go back to school and gain an education. She got a diploma in 2019 for addictions and community service worker. She got a job at Langan Place in Calgary. It's a supportive housing building for men with addictions and mental health. She was loved not only by her coworkers, but the professionals that came into the building every day, and most of all, her clients. Her boss wants me to share a little message from the team at Langan. Alisha brought a vibrant, energetic, and joyful engagement to her workplace colleagues and clients. Carrie has gotten her a tiara, as she was the bread and cooking queen. Alisha had a way of just making things happen for the people she served. Many of the clients, staff, and outside professionals that come to Langan continue to have tears and sadness because Alisha is no longer here. She was no doubt one of the best loved staff at Langan, always thinking of what would work to promote creative and positive change in the Langan community, a valued and respected asset to the Langan and cast team. The staff at Langan want the children to know that they were their mom's pride and joy. She wanted everything for them and worked hard for them to experience a full and rich life. All of her coworkers knew her children were her number one, and she frequently spoke of her love for them. They were always at the forefront of her heart and mind. Sean and Alisha met at Langan Place about 3 years ago. There were two Seans that worked at Langan Place, so they called Alisha Sean Superman. If you see his tattoos, you'll know why. Sean is the kind of guy that would give the shirt off his back. He stepped into Alisha's life knowing he was in it for the long haul, as he got to know and love the kids like his own. Sean, we just want to say thank you for being Alisha's Superman. She loved you so much. Her smile was so much bigger. When she spoke of you and the kids, she would say, "I'm finally happy. I found someone that loves me, and my kids and my family is finally complete." Alisha's family was a huge part of her life. She loved them all so much. Here are a few memories that they would like to share. So this one's from Bailey. Alisha was always so understanding and non-judgmental. When Bailey found out she was pregnant at 21, she was nervous and scared, but knew one person who would understand would be Alisha. She was the first person Bailey told that she was pregnant with her niece, Atlee. Bay called her and told her over the phone, and she made her instantly feel better and reassured her, cried with her, and kept her secret until she was ready to tell others. Atlee and Alisha loved each other so much, and Bailey is so thankful that they share the same middle name. Although she won't be able to meet her nephew, Cash, Bailey can't wait to tell him about his cool auntie and how much she loved him before even meeting him. This one comes from Ashley. Alisha and her next-door neighbor, Jody, were best friends growing up, but they were nice enough to let Alisha's younger sister, Ashley, tag along on most of their adventures. Ashley remembers a particular time when a dog down the road had puppies. The girls went to see the puppies, and some way, somehow, left the house with a brand new puppy of their very own. They hid this puppy in Jody's shed, where they fed it, gave it water, and kept it warm. It wasn't until Jody's parents were curious as to why the girls were spending so much time in the shed that their puppy was discovered. The puppy was brought back to its mom and likely never got as many cuddles as it did for the few days that we had it. As the two sisters grew, Ashley decided to wear the hat of an investigator tattletale. Ashley remembers when she was about in grade 7 and Alisha would have been in grade 9. She was changing over the laundry from the washing machine in the dryer and noticed a bright rainbow-colored string attached to a very small piece of blue fabric. Ashley grabbed it, stretched it out, and immediately ran and told their mom what she had found. This song has never been seen since that day. A few years later, Alisha was reaching for something above Ashley's head, and a shiny, bright piercing on Alicia's belly button caught Ashley's eye. You guessed it, Alisha didn't have a belly button piercing for much longer after that. Years and years went by. Years and years later, Ashley remembers when Alisha was living in Hill Spring, and she said, "I need a change in my life. I'm going to dye my hair brown." Ashley, being a blonde herself, knew Alisha would regret going dark, so Ashley came up with a better idea. Ashley suggested Alisha and the kids move up to Calgary and they could all get a house together and Alisha could go back to school. As most of you know, Alisha did make this courageous move up to Calgary and enrolled in school. Ashley will forever be so proud of her sister for taking this leap of faith and working towards a better life for herself and her kids. Ashley can't remember if Alisha did dye her hair, but Alisha was blonde in her final days, just like her sisters. So this is Lawrence's story. Alisha probably lived with her dad for about 10 years, and I kid you not, this girl loved to go on drives and drive people around. While Alisha lived with her dad, she went through about 7 cars in 7 years. He thought about not lending her a vehicle when she needed one, but did anyway because that's what you do as a parent. He always knew the vehicle was not coming back, or at least not coming back the way it looked when she left. This is Julie's story. Alisha was the first baby born into a friend group of young adults, all in their early 20s. If you remember, the girls wore neon and hairspray teased perms and purple eyeshadow, and the guys had long hair in the back. I think those are called mullets. Alisha was the apple of their eyes, and she still had a close relationship with some of those aunties into her adult life. Alisha's mom, Julie, remembers Alisha as an easy baby. That's maybe why she went on to have 3 more kids. But none were as easy as Alisha. Julie remembers strangers would stop her in the street and tell her how beautiful of a baby Alisha was. That beauty would continue to grow and blossom into the woman we all know and so badly miss her here today. Speaking of Julie's 3 other kids, 2 of them being girls, Julie had always thought after 18 years of holiday dinners, the torch would be passed on. Alisha fulfilled this dream of Julie's last Christmas when Julie came to Calgary and spent Christmas with Alisha and the kids. She didn't even change out of her PJs, and that's very unlike Julie. Alisha made the best Christmas dinner Julie ever had without needing any help or direction from her mom. This last Christmas together will always fill Julie's heart with love, but will always make her heart and her stomach ache for Alisha and her cooking. Jordan's story. Jordan was 12 years younger than Alisha. She was always such a bigger role model in his life, inspiring him to live positively with love, compassion, and thoughtfulness. Time spent with Alisha while she was living in Pincher Creek are among some of Jordan's fondest memories. Coming for weekends in the summer, going for hikes in the forested mountains, swimming in tucked-away paradises, and spending time with the kids. Trick-or-treating on Halloween with Alisha and Dominic when Jordan was growing up was always an event to look forward to. Alisha helping the boys get ready with a smile from ear to ear, eager for them to have a fun night, sharing candy together while watching movies once they got done trick-or-treating. Dominic shared with his auntie that Uncle Jordan was his hero. Alisha loved her little brother so much. Alisha would be happy to know that he's making such a positive impact on the kids' lives. So I have a memory of Alisha too. Alisha was my favorite person, my best friend, my partner in crime. Alisha had the best outlook on life. She was always up for adventure and new things and meeting new people. She was passionate about the people she grew to love and got to know. The only time she wasn't happy is if she had to build things. We went to buy Tegan a bike at Walmart last summer, and she asked if they could build it for her. They said that they could, but it would take a few days. She said, "Well, can I have the one off the floor then?" They refused. So then she bought the bike, brought it home, and tried building it. Took a few hours because she didn't want help and just kept getting mad. Alisha was all like, who needs a man to build things? I always said, I think you do, obviously. As she didn't realize the pegs had to go on before the bolts for the back tire, she looked at me and laughed and said, T doesn't need to be doubling anyone anyways. We had so many good times, even when we were apart. We still always talked about our days. I'll miss her dearly. Alisha loved Thunder in the Valley and the fireworks, so with that being said, we want to celebrate her life each year on her birthday and set off fireworks for her to watch above and for us to watch down below, something that we can still do together.
Thank you, Ashley. Beautiful stories. I'd like to share with you the 23rd Psalm, taken from the Bible. This is a new rendition of the 23rd Psalm, and those of you who are familiar with it will notice some interesting and very nice changes in words. Because the Lord is my shepherd, I have everything I need. He lets me rest in the meadow grass and leads me beside the quiet streams. He gives me new strength. He helps me do what honors him. Even when walking through the valley of the shadow of death, I will not be afraid. For you are close beside me, guarding me and guiding me all the way. You provide delicious food for me in the presence of my enemies. You have welcomed me as your guest. My blessings overflow. Your goodness and unfailing kindness shall be with me all my life, and afterwards I will live forever with you in your home. And it does remind you a little bit of the Crow's Nest Pass, where it says, he lets me rest in meadow grass and leads me beside the quiet streams. He's talking about places like the Crow's Nest Pass, guarding and guiding all of you through your grief. I'd like to invite Tegan and her cousin Olivia up to read a poem.
I'm going to be reading a poem about letting go. Let it go and trust the universe. Live beyond what if. Find joy in what is. Embrace uncertainty of some of the most beautiful chapters in our lives won't have a title until much later. The trees are about to show you just how beautiful letting go can be. Whatever comes, let it come. Whatever stays, let it stay. Whatever goes, let it go. Inhale the future, exhale the past. These mountains you are carrying, you were only meant to climb. Find the courage to let go of what you cannot change. Difficult roads often lead to the most beautiful destinations. Know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, know when to run. By letting go, it all gets done. Authenticity is a daily practice of letting go of who we think we are supposed to be and embracing who we are. Rivers know this. There is no hurry, we shall get there someday. Know when it's time to turn the page. What's done is done. The art of living lies in a fine mangling of letting go and holding on. Be bold enough to use your voice, brave enough to listen to your heart, and strong enough to live the life you have embraced. Close your eyes, clear your head, let it go.
Beautiful, Tegan. Very nice job. Ashley, can I invite you to come to speak now?
Dear Alisha, over these last 2 weeks, as we have planned your day today, and as I have prepared to say goodbye, I have been reminded and brought back in time to all of our wonderful memories growing up together. From the day I was born, I always had you looking out for me, teaching me and helping me grow into the person I am today. I still need that from you now. I have seen and felt your presence since you left. And as I told Dominic and Tegan, you will send us signs. We just have to look for them. Losing you and living without you is going to be the hardest thing we have ever done, but with your help, we can get through it. You have brought so many people together who want to make you proud and take care of the kids. Motherhood was something you were so good at, and we all know it is what made you the most happy. Dominic and Tegan are your heart, and they are our connection to you. I promise to remember you every day by talking about how happy, kind, and fun you were. I promise to let my guard down and be goofy and silly with the kids like you were. I promise to show them your pictures and your videos. I promise to fill our home with your things so they feel close to you. I promise to love them, guide them, and help mend their broken hearts as we navigate this world without you. I promise to treasure all of their milestones that I get to be there for and remind them that their mom is smiling down on them, because you will be. I love you and miss you so much, and I'll see you again someday. Love, your little sister, Ashley.
At this time, we'll have a pictorial tribute.
Delilah, what's it like in New York City? I'm 1,000 miles away, but girl, tonight you look so pretty, yes you do. Times Square can't shine as bright as you, I swear it's true. Hey there, Delilah, don't you worry about the distance, I'm right there. If you get lonely, give this song another listen, close your eyes. Listen to my voice, it's my disguise, I'm by your side. Oh, it's what you do to me. 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 What you do to me. Hey there, Delilah, I know times are getting hard, but just believe me, girl, someday I'll pay the bills with this guitar. We'll have it good. We'll have the life we knew we would. My word is good. Hey there, Delilah, I've got so much left to say. If every simple song I wrote to you would take your breath away, I'd write it all. Even more in love with me you'd fall, we'd have it all. Oh, it's what you do to me. 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 1,000 miles seems pretty far, but they've got planes and trains and cars. I'd walk to you if I had no other way. Our friends would all make fun of us, and we'll just laugh along, because we know that none of them have felt this way. Delilah, I can promise you that by the time we get through, the world will never ever be the same, and you're to blame. Hey there, Delilah, you be good and don't you miss me. 2 more years and you'll be done with school, and I'll be making history like I do. You'll know it's all because of you. We can do whatever we want to. Hey there, Delilah, here's to you. This one's for you. Oh, it's what you do to me. 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 What you do to me. Oh, 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 oh.
I've been dreaming, friendly faces. I've got so much time to kill. Just imagine people laughing. I know someday we will. And even if it's far away, get me through another day. Cover me in sunshine, shower me with good times. Tell me that the world's been spinning since the beginning, and everything will be alright. Cover me in sunshine. From a distance, all these mountains are just some tiny hills. Wildflowers, they keep living high. Oh, they're just there and still. I've been missing yesterday, but what if there's a better place? Cover me in sunshine, shower me with good times. Tell me that the world's been spinning since the beginning, and everything will be alright. Cover me in sunshine, shower me with good times. Tell me that the world's been spinning since the beginning, and everything will be alright. Cover me in sunshine. La la la, la la la. Cover me in sunshine, shower me with good times. Tell me that the world's been spinning since the beginning, and everything will be alright. Cover me in sunshine.
Not a minute goes by that you ain't on my mind. Not a place in my heart that you don't occupy. I miss you. And if I could, I would crawl through the phone. Yeah, this drink gets me by, but it don't get me home. Are you sleeping? I ain't sleeping. So I wrote you a song, 'cause it's been so long since I've looked in your eyes. If there was a way I could see you today and hold your sweet, sweet smile, clock doesn't care. I'm the star of a show called I Wish I Was There, babe, I miss you. And thinking of you puts a smile on my face, and it makes me forget that I hate this place. I've been dreaming, but I still ain't sleeping. So I wrote you a song, 'cause it's been so long since I've looked in your eyes. If there was a way I could see you today and hold your sweet, sweet smile, I'd be there, I'd be there, I'd be there. Not a minute goes by that you ain't on my mind. Not a place in my heart that you don't occupy. I miss you. So I wrote you a song, 'cause it's been so long since I've looked in your eyes. If there was a way I could see you today and hold your sweet, sweet smile, I'd be there, I'd be there, I'd be there, I'd be there, I'd be there. Sing my share of broken halos, folded wings that used to fly. They've all gone wherever they go, broken halos that used to shine. Angels come down from the heavens just to help us on our way. Come to teach us, then they leave us, and they find some other soul to save. Sing my share of broken halos, folded wings that used to fly. They've all gone wherever they go, broken halos that used to shine, broken halos that used to shine. Don't go looking for the reasons. Don't go asking Jesus why. We're not meant to know the answers. They belong to the by and by.
Wait, have you guys gone on the bridge? No, it's just that hurting my ears. It's a ride that goes forward for a little bit and then you back up really, really fast. And you go up and down these hills. And you go straight fun when we lit those fireworks. Yeah, so then they're like, what? I don't care if it's not real. We're going fast. And it was so fast. Like, fast. Oh, yeah. Like, fast enough that when you look at one place, it just keeps really safe.
beautifully put together. And thank you for the fireworks at the end. Who was Alisha Schmidt? She was fun, loud, boisterous, enthusiastic, and a lover of life. That's the way her mom described her, and everyone that I've spoken to since. So why was she taken so soon? That I can't answer. But I tell you one thing. I imagine heaven. Holy moly. Alisha is probably feeding everyone and singing and dancing. She's wearing pink and she's dropping rose petals everywhere. She's hooting and she's hollering. Enjoying every minute. She has good health and everyone around her is happy. No one is homeless. No one is hungry. And no one is less fortunate than anyone else. Maybe God took her to straighten things out. She was doing her best to help out here on earth, but it wasn't enough. Imagine what she can do in heaven with God's help. Alisha left a beautiful legacy, for that is what life is all about, our legacy. Some people get lots of time to create a legacy. Alisha did not. She left behind the best kind of legacy, her 2 smart, intelligent, beautiful children that will go forward and make her proud. She'll be watching you. Oh yes, she'll be watching you from above. Dominic and Tegan, choose the brightest star in the sky that you can find, and you call that star Mom. Stars are always there. They twinkle brightly on a clear night and are hidden on a cloudy night. The catch is, they are always there looking down over us. What can we be thankful for when we feel sad and we feel angry? We feel thankful for the fireworks, the ones we saw here, and the ones that the family that Alisha enjoyed on her last night. We feel thankful for friends and for family. We're thankful for the lifting of COVID restrictions so that we can all be together. We're thankful that Dominic and Tegan are old enough to remember their mom. They will have stories and memories that will last forever and ever. And a big thank you for the new baby Cash in this family. And we want you all to remember he's brand new and he needs our prayers. Now we begin the journey of grief, one day at a time and one breath at a time, one step at a time. The little things, the big things will all take time. Just as no 2 snowflakes are the same, so is our grief. Allow your friends, and many of them here today, to help you along the way. Alisha helped so many strangers. Now it's time to accept their friendship and their help. We all have so much to be thankful, and we give so much thanks for Alisha. Let us pray. Dear God and Father, please hold this family in the palm of your hand as we raise them up to you. We know that everything, absolutely everything in their lives has changed. Please guide them. Help them to feel your tender touch and to know that Alisha is now in your care. She is safe, she is free from harm, and she's feeding everyone she can find in heaven. Amen. At this time, I'd like to give a big thank you to Julie, Alisha's mom, who I had a nice chat with a little bit of laughter, a little bit of tears, and a lot of stories. And to Ashley, Alisha's sister, thank you. Alicia, you call yourself the little sister, but you're the little sister with the big, big job ahead. But we can tell you're going to do a great job. And just remember, you've got an angel on your shoulder, a star in the sky to help you along. I'd like to thank Lisa Shimazawa from Martin Brothers, who has worked very closely with this family. And I'd like to thank Jordan in our front office, who's also been putting a lot of effort and care into this service. I'd like to point out the beautiful quilt that we have here today and the stuffies on top of Alicia's casket, just to make it just that much more personal. I believe this beautiful quilt, was it made by Grandma? Thank you, Grandma, for that beautiful, beautiful quilt. At this time, I'd like to ask the benediction. May the road rise up to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sunshine warm you always till we meet again. And now we commit Alicia to the elements, earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. May she rest in peace. This is the conclusion of our service here today, and we invite you to stay and join the family, trade stories, have some laughs, and have some cries at the reception that immediately follows this service. Thank you.
Out to everyone that has lost someone that they truly love. Come on, check it out. Seems like yesterday we used to rock the show. I laced the track, you locked the flow. So far from hanging on the block for dough. Notorious, they got to know that life ain't always what it seemed to be. Words can't express what you mean to me. Even though you're gone, we still a team. Through your family, I'll fulfill your dreams. In the future, can't wait to see if you open up the gates for me. Reminisce sometime, the night they took my friend. Try to black it out, but it plays again. When it's real, feeling's hard to conceal. Can't imagine all the pain I feel. Give anything to hear half your breath. I know you're still living your life after death. Watching us while we pray for you. Every day we pray for you. Till the day we meet again. In my heart is where I keep you, friend. Memories give me the strength I need to proceed. Strength I need to believe. My thoughts big, I just can't define. Wish I could turn back the hands of time. Us in the six, shop for new clothes and kicks. You and me taking flicks, making hits. Stages they receive you on. Still can't believe you're gone. Give anything to hear half your breath. I know you're still living your life after death.
Every move I make, every single day, every time I pray, I'll be missing you. Thinking of the day when you went away. What a life to take, what a bond to break. I'll be missing you. Somebody tell me why. One bad morning, when this life is over, I know I'll see your face.
Every night I pray, every step I take, every move I make, every single day, every night I pray.
Every day that passes is a day that I get closer to seeing you again.